Welcome to the Activations with JJ Energy Update for the week of May 10th, 2021. I am JJ, and if you have never joined us before, welcome. Thank you so much for checking out the show. I'm JJ. I'm a starseed linguist, a multidimensional channel, and an activation guide. What that means is I bring through energy that helps as we ascend in our density, as we increase our density from 3D to 4D to 5D, wherever we're at, and also as we seek to receive energies or activations that will help us in that process. It's always a fun adventure when I start to bring energies through. If you have never listened before and you like to look back at the previous episodes, you will see that there is not one particular energy that I tend to favor. I am all over the place with wanting to channel different things, and that's why I call myself a starseed linguist, because I really do feel like one of the things I've brought with me, one of the gifts I've brought with me here to this planet is the ability to interpret different energies from everywhere, from all different densities. And again, like I said, it's always an adventure because the energies that come through could be coming through with an accent. They can be from all different places, and they could be from this planet, from other planets. Today, I will be bringing through last time I think it was the particular emissaries from the Galactic Federation, or Galactic Confederation is how it is sometimes known. When I brought them through a few weeks ago, this would have been, I think the early part of 2021 is when I brought that through. And you can look back and see that message as well. But I believe, again, that there were some emissaries. I don't actually purposefully look back because I like to just bring through whatever is ready for this time. I don't like to limit myself. I also like to remind everybody that's listening that when I do the energy updates, the particular structure for them is to do 3 points, 3 themes, I guess you could say. Sometimes it's like a message and an activation, or 3 messages or 3 activations. Every single time it's different, but they usually come in groups of 3, unless the energy that I bring through is not really wanting to do that. And so then I just open it up to whatever. But I do like the number 3. I think it keeps the episode neatly and nicely packaged up for you so that you can set the tone for your week. And that is really my intention, to bring through the energy that'll help you most this week. So as we get ready to bring through the energy, I always invite my listeners to co-create with me a space of receiving by coming into a quiet state of mind if possible, even closing your eyes, taking a few deep breaths, and just kind of allowing your body to surrender a little bit, kind of pushing out of the way some of those 3D things that tend to take up our mind a lot of the times. And I also play music, as you can see, because I do believe that it helps in the reception of the message. Thank you so much for the invitation to come through to provide you with 3 messages, which we see fit to provide to the human beings on behalf of the Galactic Federation. To give a little bit of background, we would like to offer you some information regarding this particular group of entities which gather to discuss the welfare, the progress, the development of the various galaxies in this particular area. We are messengers, simply messengers. We are not the decision makers. They have sent us with this message, and we are grateful to you for being willing to receive it. We send it and bring it on behalf of the leadership committee of the Galactic Federation. which again is composed of representatives from various planets, you might say. Others might call them stars. Different locations with different groups of people, very diverse. You think your planet is diverse. However, if you were to attend a meeting of the Galactic Federation, you would realize there is very little diversity on your planet. In the galaxy and in the universe, there is much more diversity that you have yet to learn about and yet to know about. And as we know that at this time you are struggling with coming to understand that despite appearances, we are all one from Source. These are lessons that we again come to reiterate to you. The encasement, the body, the physical, corporeal entity in which you find your soul encapsulated is simply an experience you've chosen to have. It is not you. It is not really your essence that goes with you from lifetime to lifetime. It is just what you're experiencing right now. And on this particular planet, you become so attached to those physical bodies and those identities that you begin to form tribes in a way that we've never seen other planets form tribes. It's very extreme here. It's a beautiful thing to witness what occurs on the Galactic Federation during the meetings and during the hearings and during all of the different processes that occur, because you will see cooperation to a level you've never seen before on this planet between so markedly different ethnicities or beings that look so completely different yet are totally able to communicate and to come to agreements with one another despite their different appearances, despite even their different philosophies. And again, this is the pattern which we brought forth for you, this blueprint for peace, which we brought through several weeks ago. We again would like to expound and expand on that for this transmission. That's what's being brought forth. That is what we are delivering, the message we are delivering. And as you know, much of what we did in the former transmission was done energetically. It was not done verbally. So we invite those who are listening to once again receive the energetic impulses, the energetic activations, the energetic transmission and messages that we will be sending through momentarily. Thank you for your cooperation in this. We will proceed in transmitting these messages through light language and through description of imagery. Abula insta ustana aktalot stani tauto latana autare tustana alitao ad utina istana elotuna aitara pulatana oluta e buitana utana napo bashntana italot stana yutotolo oto tinta puklatita. We ask you to imagine a triangle, a 3D triangle, spinning and swirling in the darkness before your mind's eye, and coming to rest right in front of you as you realize that it is truly a prism, and begin to see a ray of light pointed to that prism, and then the division of the ray of light in the colors which proceed forth, just as a prism would do here on this planet. We use this imagery to illustrate for you the way that all, despite their colors, differences, appearances, come from one source. The origin of all things in the universe is that ray of light, which then enters the prism and is scattered throughout the universe to experience the different colors, the different vibrations, the different places which allows, again, source energy to expand. Think on that for a moment. The many become one, the one become many. As you ponder those thoughts, and as you live in a way to exemplify those thoughts, the fact that all are truly one, it is not us and them, it is not the rich and the poor and the rich. The dark-skinned or the light-skinned or the dark-skinned, the male or the female or the male. All are one. All come from one source. This is a truth upon which the Galactic Federation is built. And when those who reside on this planet and decide to move to a higher density, version, and timeline of this planet arrive to that conclusion, they will be invited to take their place in the Galactic Federation. Many of you who are listening will participate. Many of you are participating subconsciously, energetically, and through astral projection and astral travel. If this resonates with you, we invite you to take a moment to ponder, to take a moment to receive, to take a moment to write down any feelings, impressions, or words which come into your mind regarding your particular role. As those on your planet become awakened to the fact that they are participating on an energetic level in the Galactic Federation, things will be brought to light because we will understand that the consciousness is beginning to accept the fact that we are participating with those on this planet, and the physicality of their presence will be allowed in the Galactic Federation, not just their energetic presence, not just their soul presence, their actual physical presence. This must be done as their bodies shift into a higher density. However, for there is a limitation to the span of densities that can be invited into the Federation, simply because in that particular location, it is only calibrated for a certain span of vibrations, a span of densities. It is not suitable for the first through fourth densities. Those who physically participate must be higher than fourth density, simply because it could be very uncomfortable for them. We come to provide 3 messages, very short, very concise, in addition to this transmission. Be still. Be aware. Be prepared. We wish for you to understand that we send this message with love. This is not a message of fear. This is not a message of impending doom, which many on your planet tend to spout forth. This is a message of love, an invitation of love, an invitation of peace, and somewhat of a clue on how to move forward on this planet in order to shift to a higher density, the 5th density, which will allow you to participate physically in the Galactic Federation. We honor your co-creation of this particular transmission, activation, and message, and we shall now depart. Farewell. Okay, thank you so much for listening in on this message from those emissaries. They really were messengers, like they mentioned. I do remember now, they remembered better than I did, that the last time they came, they brought the blueprint for peace. And if you haven't listened to that episode, please go back and listen, because what they did was transmit energetically a blueprint for peace, which they said each listener would carry energetically and transmit to others without even saying it out loud. So it would be energetically transmitted once you received it. And I do know that in numbers means something, as far as the fact that the more people that carry that energy within them, the more quickly the earth can shift into an age of peace, an era of peace, which, as it shifts in density, those who choose to be part of that timeline will participate in. And it's such a beautiful hope and a beautiful future to look forward to. It starts with living peacefully inside ourselves, as we all know. But we can also co-create collectively a planet of peace just by thought, the power of thought. Thank you again for taking this time to listen to this energy update. You can find more of my messages, transmissions, activations, and also meditations on my YouTube channel. If you are not listening to this on the YouTube channel, please go find me under Activations with JJ. Would love to have you hop over there. And until our next message, the light in me honors the light in you. Namaste. Namaste.